Mahanamaskar. This is Acharya Amit Agarwal. I'm here again today with an interesting session on Prakriti versus pain in daily life. This is in my previous session I have covered the concept of Prakriti, but I'll do a brief touch base in summary, and then I'll go ahead with the concept, like how Prakriti can lead a pain in your daily life. So let's give few seconds for people to group together, and then we will start our today's session. Right, let's start. Prakriti versus pain in life. What is Prakriti? Have you heard about concept three gun, tin gun, or three element? Air, water, fire element. Yes, it's fixed. They are there. The whole world is made up of air, water, and fire. Take anything. I'm not going to detail, but we are also made up of air, water, and fire. Like our Prakriti is different from each other. For example, in your family, like your mother or father Prakriti may be different than your Prakriti. And what we mean by Prakriti is an element. For example, we use the term in MahaVastu as this person is a fire element or fiery, or this person is air element, or this person is more watery element or water element. What does it mean? If we look at the holistic picture of the whole world, predominantly we will see majority of the population is water. If we talk about Earth, how much is the total? If you break down the land versus water of the whole Earth, what is the percentage of the water compared to the land? In our body, what is the percentage of water compared to anything else? Yes, water is a higher proportion, between 70 to 80%. And then the next proportion you will see is air, and the fire is very small portion. In our whole body, fire is basically, it helps in the digestion process and few other things. So compared with water and air, fire is a very small portion, and air is there in the water as well. Sorry, in our body as well, which is lesser than water but larger than fire. In contrary, when we look into the Prakriti of the person, the body structure is different than what a person will show in their behavior or in the nature and in their activity as well. For example, a fire person will always be get it done now. They just want to get things done immediately. And in contrast, when you talk about the people who is predominantly the water element, they're very laid back, very relaxed. They procrastinate things. And air falls between fire and water element, i.e., air will get the work done, but they will take their own time to deliver the work. What's the magic behind it? Let me give you a few tips of how you identify a person is air, water, or fire, what is predominant. In everyone's body, you will have three elements for sure, but one element will be dominating. Take an example of Elon Musk. He's in the news. Can you guess his Prakriti? He is water backed by fire. His first element is a water element, but backed by fire. Take an example of Lakshmi Mittal. Have you seen him? If you have met him, you will see his eyes, his fingernails, his body structure, and you can assess that he is a water backed by fire. Another guess, Ambani, Mukesh Ambani. He's just been declared as the richest man of India. He is again water backed by fire. Yes. Now if you see the category, all the majority of the industrialists, you will find them is water as a first element backed by fire. Let's take an example of another profession who are in the field of acting, like actors or the actresses. Look at them. They are like well-built, broad, big eyes. They are water backed by air. Majority of them, they are water backed by air. Water is resourceful. Water brings clarity. Water also represents skill. A person who does a skillful job, they are predominantly a water element. Architect, yes, skillful. They are water backed by air. Also, you will find someone is air backed by water as well, or water and air, they are like similar portion. Now take an example of Sundar Pichai. He is fire air. He is water, which is sitting at the back, but he is predominantly fire followed by air. By looking at the picture or the behavior or the attitude or how they take an action, you can identify a person whether it's backed by air or fire. And to your surprise, you are in the profession which is linked or aligned to your Prakriti only. Unless or if you are in a profession and you are not happy in that profession, then certainly that profession is not aligned as per your Prakriti. Or if you are in a profession and you're not growing in your career, it means your profession is not linked to your Prakriti. Yes, in MahaVastu, that's the first thing we do, is we align the Prakriti of a person in the profession what they are in. Also, we align the Prakriti of the person in the house they live in or in their professional area where they work in, or in the building they work in. We also align the Prakriti of the person with the Prakriti of the land as well. Yes, even the land has its own Prakriti. I'll give you an example. If you notice, from a particular pocket or the region of any country, you will see people excel in a single profession. Go and search for it. You will find it. Is that pocket of any area of the country or the city, you will see majority of the person are into any profession, whether it's an army, whether it's an actor or acting profession, or they're industrialist, or they are doing some daily labor job. And now, if you are not aligned to your Prakriti, you will not be happy, and that's the real cause of the pain in your daily life. I hope now you understand why we talk about Prakriti, and when that Prakriti, you are not in your Prakriti, it means that you are not in your zone. You are not in your world where you will act as you, who you are, how you are, what you want to be. So it is very important for everyone to be aligned to the Prakriti if you want to be happy. Unless or otherwise, you will always have a pain. Now when we talk about pain, let's talk about illness or a disease. What is if you go and try to understand the meaning of the disease, how it is formed, let's break the word disease. Dis plus is disease, i.e. when a person is not in their ease, when you are not within yourself, when you have disconnected yourself, that is giving you the pain, that is giving you the illness, and that is giving you the disease. So if you are experiencing any illness or any pain in your body, it means that body part is not at ease and you are not at ease. So what is the remedy? Simple. You find your Prakriti and try to act as your Prakriti. How do you know what's your Prakriti? We can give you some tips. I'm going to give you some tips. You can make a note to identify what is your Prakriti is, and later on you do that activity which is aligned to your Prakriti. For example, let's take a note. I'll start with Rajas. Rajas in English, it's fire. Rajas Prakriti people or fire element people will prefer in the diet is chili, hot food, spicy, something chatpata, like something tangy, something very spicy. Their action is do it now. They prefer going to gym or run. When you see their wardrobe, it's very neatly arranged. You will find it immediately. When it comes to their body structure, they are like medium build, not broad, not slim. Medium build. When you look at the teeth, it is yellowish. It's not white, it's not yellow tint, it's yellowish. When you see in their eyes, you will see there is a fire in their eyes. It's penetrating eyes. Like that eyes will penetrate inside you. Yeah, you can look at the nails as well. You can look at the hair and you can tell like about the Prakriti. You can look at the facial structure like nose, the lips, the ear. The second is Vata Prakriti or air element person. They are profound of knowledge. They just love knowledge. They will go in any direction, anywhere, just because they need knowledge. They always think forward. They're like long-sighted. In Hindi, we say Durdarshi. They will think about the future. They will not think about the present. They will not think about the past. They will think about the future. They are like calm and composed in terms of when it comes to work, they will just run like in a air. They will just very swiftly. They move very swiftly. But when it comes to deliver the knowledge, they are calm and composed. They like or prefer walking. They like their diet to be a healthy diet. They want to keep the right balance between everything, whatever they do. They don't like spicy food. They prefer healthier food. They like more of savories, like more bit of salty food. And they are slim built. The teeth you will see, it's uneven, it's crooked. Let's come water. Water is like big built. They're broad. The teeth, it's pearl white. Big eyes, big nose. Everything big. They like things big. They love sweet. Talk about the food, they are just over there. They are very laid back. Sometimes we say like potato couch. So they are very laid back. But they are very sharp, they are very clear in their mind, very thought process, and they are very skillful. And now, when you think what your Prakriti is, and the best way to assess your Prakriti is how you were behaving during your college days. Reason why we say college days? School days and college days are the time when you were in you, what you wanted to do, you were doing that. But since you leave your college days, you start working with outside world, when you become a professional, then you change your Prakriti, you adapt the environment you are in. So sometimes you end up distorting your Prakriti because you want to adapt in an environment you are in. So you assess what you wear in terms of food habit, in terms of your action, what you love to do, your hobbies, your thought process, what you were during your school days and the college days, and what you are now. And if you think that they are not aligned, then try to do something or try to act as per your original Prakriti. Like say, for example, if you are fire Prakriti, just get your work done now. Try to add some chili or spicy food. Try to go for the run. Try to do some gymming. And then slowly and slowly you will start coming back in your Prakriti and you will see your pain is getting rid of. Is you coming in your ease. Okay. Now, From the Vastu perspective, in MahaVastu, we have 16 zones, and each of the zone belongs to an element. But then, based on the calculation, we have defined which zone linked to air zone or fire zone or a water zone. So, if you are a fire element, if you start sleeping in the fire zone or trying to spend most of the time in the fire zone, you will slowly get reinstated back in your Prakriti and see how you will feel a difference. I have done many test cases or studies. I have so many case studies where I have did very basic Vastu remedies and aligned the Prakriti of the person back to the building they live in or in the building they work in, as well as the Prakriti of the land, and now they are excelling in what they are doing. They are very happier now than what they were before. But yes, assessing the Prakriti is the key. If you're having some struggle, I suggest you either you join our Study Mahagurukul group on Telegram. You can ask any of our MV trainer and we can send you the link, and you can join the link where we do suggest Prakriti of the people. Or you can book a Yogdaan with any of the MahaVastu trainer, and we are happy to help you. Okay. So I will pause my session today over here. If you think that you need more information, let me know. I will set up another session on Prakriti and will take you from there. Before I finish or conclude my session today, let me go through and see if there's any comment in the comment box, and I can reply if there's any question, and I will be with you shortly. Namaskar, Nupal ji. Hello, Esha ji. Okay. So let's conclude today's session over here, and I'll see you next Saturday, same time, same place. Till then, Maha Namaskar. Be safe, be happy, be positive.